What's going on, everyone? I hope you're having a good day. And today I'm gonna be showing you all how I climbed back up to $456 profit, and I made about $770 today trading. And as you can see, the dates and the times are all for today. On the first trade, I kind of only made 120, and on the second trade, that's where I made the majority of my money, 655, ending out to be about 770ish. But yeah, let's get into the trades. And yes, I caught trades in this little consolidation, and both of them were winners. Okay, so let's get into that. All right, number one, there was a lot of generated sell side liquidity, and as you can see, this low, 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 they're all generated sell side liquidity. I know these two lows got taken right here, but then from here we start with this low, this low, this low, this low. Like it just kept going up, 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 up. Okay, without taking out any like major lows, it just kept going up. So I thought that we were gonna go down. Okay. And the number two was that price was within OTE. So what do I mean by that? If I draw out a fib from this high right here to this low right here, because that's the range we were trading within, we were at 0.705, and I thought we were ready to go down, right? Because that's another confluence. I'm just gonna delete this from my screen though, because I don't really like it. Another confluence for my bearishness was this daily fair value gap. We had reached into it yesterday, and we were all the way up here, but then price rejected it down, and then we had started off the day being all the way down here. Okay, so that was very, very bearish for me. And then we also had lastly the ICT 2022 setup, bearish model. On the hourly time frame, this liquidity had been taken, and also this, matter of fact. And then we displaced below aggressively, leaving fair value gaps behind. Well, only this one, as you can see. Price went back into the fair value gap, so I thought we were going to start dropping down, right? And that's why, as you can see, it didn't happen, but I still won the trades. That shows you don't have to be completely right about your bias, okay? You can still catch winning trades and be profitable on multiple trades, okay? And that was my bias, and now let me get into the actual trade setup for being bearish. So there was news at 10 o'clock today, so I have to be very, very careful of that. And first of all, 8:30 opening, I marked that out, and midnight opening, just because I want to see the manipulation and use power of 3. Manipulation phase was this whole phase up, and I knew that was manipulation because there was no manipulation phase to the downside taking out any sort of liquidity, so that had to be a manipulation phase. At least in my head, it was at the time. Then, as soon as we had swept these highs right here, we started breaking it into the 3 minute, and the 3 minute broke aggressively, very, very aggressively, touched 8:30 opening, took out some liquidity right here, and then went back up into a 2 minute fair value gap. After this displacement below, I went to the 2 minute. I saw that on the 2 minute there was this fair value gap here, the rectangle I drew. That's the 2 minute fair value gap. I entered shorts right there with my stop being above there, and I was targeting this right here because there was equal lows right here and also generated sell side liquidity. And as you can see, obviously we never went to our target, but there was no need to because I got out before news. So news was at 10 o'clock, and I did not want to gamble because if you're trading news, you're literally just gambling. So I got out literally with only like $100 profit, and that's how I made that 100. And my stop loss was above there because that's just high. So that's how I made that much. And then after news, we swept these highs right here. So a good thing I had gotten out, obviously, because I'm not a gambler. And then we just started consolidating right after, right? And I saw that on the 5 minute, this wick, the 50% of that mark, is going to act as rejection because that's what ICT teaches, right? So I go on the 2 minute, and I see that there's no break, and I don't use a 3 minute for this because it's a 5 minute wick. The 2 minute is gonna be enough for me to be like, okay, this is rejecting now, and I can enter the trade. So I go on the 2 minute, I see that we get into it. We don't touch the 50%, but we get close to it, but we don't break down lower or leave fair value gap behind. So I'm not taking this. And then again, we sweep this liquidity right here, and I also take the 50% mark. So that's two confluences right there for bearishness. And then we break down lower, leave 2 minute fair value gap behind, and I enter right here on this candle. My stop is on that high. And I was targeting initially this low right here, and I promise on God, on everything I love, I was targeting this low. I know you don't believe me, but I literally was. But then I got out literally on the bottom of this candle right here, and that was because I was like thinking, oh, this is consolidation right now, so it might not reach down to there, and we might just like reverse on me. So I did kind of think logically about it, so I got out quickly, and I made about 600 right there, 655 I think it was. Let's see, yeah, 655. So on the day I ended up making 770ish. So now I'm up on the live account about 456. And let's see, I just need 4 more winning days to make a payout, and hopefully you are with me on that journey. Peace out for now, and I hope this video helped you out. See you.